Hey, good evening, folks. How are y'all doing? Today, I'm gonna show you one of those absolute classics from back in the time. If you guys are born in 80s or like 90s, you must have seen this in your dad's collection or your friend's collection or even in your own collection, right? So today we're gonna look at one of those house. It's Issey Miyake, and then their bestseller, the one that started it all, from mother of all flankers. Ludice. I love calling it. I just love to say the name because Lu is like, it reminds me of Liu Kang of Mortal Kombat. The way Kitana used to call him Liu. It's just so sexy, right? So we're gonna be looking at this, and we're gonna be seeing in and out of this fragrance for those who don't own it and want to, just own a very good summer fragrance which performs. So this is one of those absolute gems from the past. It's like a blast from the past, seriously. All right, so here we go. All right, before I start, I just like to show you something that I'm very happy about. Like, I'm living in Bangladesh, as you right now all you know. And then it's winter time going on, so thing is, I am into lotions and moisturizing and stuff. So this one product, I used to own it like about a year back or so. So it kind of finished, so I couldn't find it anywhere. So yesterday I found it. This is, if you're living in Bangladesh or India, that sort of region, you can look into this very beautiful parachute body lotion, advanced, a lot of stuff. It's like good for extra dry skin and all. And then it comes with coconut milk, very nice, very soothing and very relaxing, that sort of a fragrance. I mean, not fragrance, but it has some like aromatic sort of quality. Very nice, smells very nice, very nice lotion. All right, so yeah, parachute advanced. If you guys, you want a suggestion or something, yeah, if you're living in Bangladesh, right? So okay, so for this fragrance, okay, this fragrance, as I told you, it's a blast from the past, but don't think it's like a 70s or that sort of a blast, because you wouldn't remember anything in the 70s. Most of you are not, here, not from 70s, right? So this one actually is 1994. That's the time it was introduced, and even until today, this fragrance is one of the highest selling fragrances in all over the world. Like, if your similar fragrance should be like David of Coolwater, or like, if you think of frosted glass, you think of the Aqua De Gio original, Dolce and Gabbana light blue, Kenzo Puram, as well as One. So more or less, many of them have this sort of frosted feel to the glass, and it's like pretty much, it's like, I don't know, it gives me a vibe of winter in Japan or something. Back in the days, used to watch all those TV serials, Oshin and all that. So it gives me that sort of feel, like yeah, very classic sort of a feel from this kind of bottles. All right, so this fragrance is Issey Miyake from the house of Ludice. No, sorry, what am I saying? It's a Ludice from the house of Issey Miyake, right? For men. So I have with me is a 75 ml bottle. I'm gonna be reviewing this, and then it's classified as citrus, aromatic, fresh, spicy. All right. So the perfumer for this is Jacques Cavalier, one of very established perfumer from back in the time, and I'm pretty sure he's still making fragrances, right? So yeah. So bottle sizes for this, I think I have seen numerous bottle sizes of this, like from starting from small, and goes all the way to 200 ml. So this one I have 75, as well as there is 125 ml, as well as I think 200 ml, something like that. Like, even a smaller bottle, like 30, 35, I'm not quite sure. I've seen many bottle sizes for this, right? So whatever you pick, you can go for it. If you just want to keep a smaller bottle, go with the smaller one. Okay, so the let me tell you the notes, and I'm going to tell you what this fragrance smells like, who is it for, what does it do. All right, so the price, you actually have to pay a little bit on the higher side on the Issey Miyake counters, right? If you're buying from Issey Miyake's house, right, you have to pay pretty much from, I think, starting price is $30 all the way to $80. All right, so a little bit more expensive, but very quality juice. It's not like one of your CK1, you just spray like a cologne spray, you just spray and it's like gone in 15 minutes, you reapply. Okay, no. So the notes on this, all right. So top notes, it's the whole notes breakdown. It's a very long notes breakdown. I don't know what's up with these older fragrances. They all seem to have very good quality in them, and very good ingredients, and a lot of notes. All right. So here we go. Notes would be coriander, yuzu, mandarin orange, tarragon, sea notes, lemon, bergamot, sage, lemon verbena. Sexy. Then mead, you get your nutmeg, cinnamon, geranium, saffron, Blue Lotus, Lily of the Valley. Wow. And the last note, you're gonna get cedar, amber, sandalwood, musk, tobacco, Tahitian vetiver. Oh, that nose breakdown, it's a lot. So let me show you the presentation first. Here's the box, very simple sort of a box. This is the original, by the way, as you know, the EDT. All right, and then it says Lodise, Puram, and then you can take a look. Okay, it's pretty simplistic design, just like the bottle. Goes all around like this. You have a picture of the bottle at the back, which I really like. I mean, most of the boxes this day, they don't give you this kind of presentation. It's pretty convenient. You get an idea, some information here. Yeah, on top nothing much. All right, the bottle I showed you just now, this bottle is a very timeless classic. The frosted glass really reminds me of as I told you, the TV serials in Japan, China, and stuff. Back in the days, it's snowing. I don't know, maybe it was a frosted glass or something. It gives me the feel of that winter in Japan. All right, and then the top is basically plastic top, pretty nicely done, and the cap is basically giving the bottle like a height. This bottle is very huge. Like if you've seen 125 ml, it will be like I can hide behind it basically. It's so tall. So 75 ml bottle is huge as well. All right. So it says Ludise, and then Puram, and then as well as Issey Miyake. Bottom you get your sticker. No, actually this one is not sticker. I think this one is printed on this, right? So you get your other information. So the side, it looks pretty nice. I mean, I like the look of it. It's pretty calming and like sort of calms you down and relaxes you. That kind of a bottle. You look at it, it kind of looks like a spa treatment. Very cool, quiet. Okay, so another thing I used to get feel from this is, if you know your Korean sort of they have the bottles of frosted bottles of, I don't know, the wine, rice wine and whatnot. So they used to put like a fruit in there. I imagine it'd be yuzu, lime or something, or a plum. Just put it right in the bottom. You can see through it, but not entirely, right? So that's sort of frosted glass. Very very cool sort of. I like their this concept. All right. So this fragrance. All right. I told you about the notes. Let me tell you about this house. Issey Miyake is a house. It has sort of resemblance, lot of it with fresh houses like CK, right? CK1. Moment you see this bottle, it remind you of CK1 easily. All right. So that one is more like unisex fragrance, sort of like fresh fragrance back in the time, still relevant. So is this. All right. And this fragrance has I thought David of Coolwater was the father or mother of flankers. This baby has tons of flankers. I looked at them. I'm like, that's gonna take a whole page if I write down in my notes, right? So I'm just telling you, they have like a fresh edition. They have summer edition. The summer editions are quite kind of nice, like they have like kiwi, fruity, that sort of tinge to it. Sometimes like twist to it, and then with the original backbone. And they have the Nuit d'Issey, the night one, very cool looking bottle. They have the Sport, which I really like, as well as they have some intense and that sort of. So father and mother of all flankers. If David of Coolwater, this one as well. All right, this one is a big hit. That's what it shows. They try to cash in on with this baby with the flankers. All right. So yeah. Uh, Another thing about this fragrance, since this is 1994, right? So this fragrance, I have seen in many people's shelves. It's like a there to stay in everybody's collection. So basically, this one is classified as summer, right? But to me, I really feel it can cut through that cold and chill of the winter as well. So yeah, very very nice and versatile sort of fragrance, and it's very very strong and very sharp. Even though it's a summer fragrance, very sharp. All right. So if you don't know, right? So very very beautiful aromatic scent. Let me show you the sprayer. With this fragrance, you don't want to go with more. This one literally tells you less is more, my son. Like if Amen, one spray, good to go. This one, I'm comparing it with Amen. If you know how strong Amen is for summer fragrances, this is that strong. All right. But as I told you, this one can cut through the cold, so I use it once in a while for walk, on the evenings in the winter time, right? So let me show you the sprayer. I'll just go with one sprayer. Okay, one spray, by the way, sorry. Okay, missed the target, shoot. Yeah, there we go. So basically I had to spray twice. The bottle told me, yeah, you cannot just go with one spray, Mike. So what do I get? Very very strong, sharp. As I told you yesterday, I think I reviewed one of the fragrances that was Versace Zeros, right? very sharp sort of opening like CK reveal with the sweetness. This one gives you that yuzu lime, and then as well as your, what else, the mandarin orange, all the citrusy fruits, they come right on the beginning, very blast of a very sharp, opening note. Little bit sweetness, but you definitely get that different kind of, this is a bit different than all your typical summer freshies, right? Why? Because this one doesn't start off with very soft. It will go to a softer side later with your florals and all that. It will come up, all right. But opening, very strong and very prominent. Okay, hardly you get that kind of quality in a summer fragrance. All right. Yeah, okay. You also get that feel of the seaside, that air, sea breeze and stuff. Okay, it has the sea notes on the top, as I mentioned, and the lemon verbena. I really think that's a very sexy note. When I hear lemon verbena, who it gives me like feel of those peels and stuff. You put it in your summer fizz drinks and stuff, cocktails. Yeah, but not very sour. It has a mix of sweetness, the seaside vibe, and a little bit of mandarin orange. That yuzu lime is in this very unique note. Very few fragrances have that yuzu note in a fragrance. Very nice, very aromatic sort of opening, very strong opening, right? Why I told you to go with one spray, by the way, because I tried different kind of applications with this. I sprayed once 6 to 7 sprays. I know, just experimenting, right? And my friend told me, she told me like, you smell like a cockroach. I mean, it doesn't smell like a cockroach. I'm not telling you this smells like a cockroach or anything, bug spray or anything. But if you over apply, it goes like 1, 2 double spray. It will become so intensified, it will choke people around. Like people around, they won't love this. All right. So better you go with one, maximum 2 sprays. You go one with the arm, you tap, and maybe one on your somewhere in your neck or maybe on your chest or your clothes. All right, and spray a little bit from distant, so it will give some more time, like it will go like expand on your skin. Okay, and don't be like a one drop let of fragrance. Try to spray from a bit distance. All right, so there you go, your top notes, very strong yuzu and all that. The center, there comes your, the reason for its longevity. Okay, this one lasts you easily 7 to 8 hours in our conditions. Okay, if a little bit nicer weather, if it's very hot, any heat or any high humidity will kill your fragrance, right? So for our conditions, if it's a little bit nice, even winter, I think I'm gonna get 7 to 8 hours. In your country, however, like States, Canada, Europe, as I always mention, or in Japan where you have like a nicer weather, you're gonna get easily 10 hours plus with this. Yeah, if you don't know already. Okay, this is a classic, but it is here making a statement, showing other, a lot of other companies like, you cannot do what we can do with our simplicity. Okay, right. So as I mentioned, the center, it comes a little bit of spicy. If you know Prada Amber Puram, bit different, that kind of different kind of fragrance, but the spicy dry down in the mid, it comes. You're gonna get that with this. Very nice. It goes from that sharp citrus note to your floral notes. Goes a little bit of your, the jasmine, as well as nutmeg, lily of the valley. Very nice combination of flower notes. Saffron, very sort of spicy, and then very royal and regal, that sort of smell. Projects, stays on your skin very nicely. It's not a skin scent. Okay, it projects very nicely. It will garner your compliments with proper and limited, less is more, that sort of application. All right, and then your last dry down, you're gonna get some cedar, amber, sandalwood, that sort of spicy affair, and musk. Yeah, you'll get some musk in it. It doesn't die very gently or mildly. It will go perform all the way until it passes away. Rest in peace. Okay, right. And it's mentioned tobacco, but I don't get any tobacco from this. Not at my nose. With my nose, I get a little bit of oak moss, maybe that sort of a mossy feel, or vetiver, some green feel, bit wet feel. Yeah. Why I said this can be worn in winter because of those notes. It has very strong backbone. It's not your weak projecting, that sort of fragrance. So very well worth your money. All right. This one, the age for it. Okay, who can wear it? Anyone. Anyone can wear this fragrance. Any age. There's no age limit to it. But what I really feel, kids like who are a little bit younger on their age, they might not like this because of the sharp yuzu note. Because not many people are very big fan of it. They like light, sort of like a sauvage, soft scent, or maybe like Dior Homme cologne, that sort of a softer scent. If your nose cannot take the sharp note, top note, don't buy this. All right. So this one, It's good to go for summer days, hot days, performs. You can go with sport, but the gym and stuff, watch the application, all right? And very good for casual usage, and as well as I think can dress up, you can use it. It's not, no, by no means is a floral, that sort of girly sort of fragrance. No, if you're not, if you don't like that, the ultramall, that kind of a scent, like it gives you a bit lady vibe and everything. This doesn't give you any girly. It's very manly, at the same time fresh, cool, frozen kind of, if you know frozen cologne. Yeah, like La Nuit de l'Homme has a frozen cologne, but if you can imagine frosted glass and you freeze your cologne, it's cool. Yeah, that's the kind of feel you get from this. All right, compliments, you're gonna get compliments from ladies because they love fresh and clean, that sort of a out of shower, that kind of feel. But again, with that one spray, if you really have to, go with two. All right, so basically that's about it. And compared to other fragrances of this class, right, ADG and many other that I mentioned, like, only thing, only fragrance I think can compete with this in this classification is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. Okay, Puram. That one has sort of like a peppery but kind of like a good performance as well. But CK1, ADG, like Kenzo Puram don't give you the performance. So for longevity and projection, I would give this, for what it is, 10 out of 10. 10. Okay. Um, what else? Compliments wise, with that kind of minimal application, you're gonna get good compliments. So I'm gonna give it 8. All right. Versatility. This is the where it shines. Can be easily pulled in the days of winter, and you can look into other what you call the flankers of it. But the thing is, this one I think, in terms of, if you want to get this one, if you looking for this kind of fragrance, you want to get the original. You can later buy maybe the flankers and whatnot. Okay, but this one is the one the performer is. Okay, so basically, overall mark, versatility is 10 out of 10. I also give, I'm gonna give this 10 out of 10. Just, like that 8 one, the compliment, if, because it may not be everybody's thing, but in my book this gets 10 out of 10 for what it is. Very strong contender, very relevant today, still selling, one of the best sellers of all time, classic, and very pleasant. Okay, women, maybe you can wear it too. All right, so that's all my review for this classic. I really wanted to cover this. I know many of you still love it, so do let me know in the comment section what you feel about this. What was your story about it, like with this fragrance? Did you get compliments? All right, so that kind of thing. Thank you for the 800 subscribers. Really feels good, like every time I open my page and I see, it's growing, and the kind of love you're giving me, your likes, your comments. I'm gonna get to back all your comments, and I'm gonna reply. Don't worry, I'm not gonna miss out on them. All right, so thank you very much for 800 subscribers. I hope you guys continue to enjoy my videos. See you, take care, good night.